What is up, everybody? To Reverse TV here today, and we're going to talk about Sony and their constant lies. And another lie that has come out is that Ratchet and Clank, the Rift system, the whole opening up portals and stuff like that, can only be done on PS5. Well, that was a lie. A developer has came out and said, a developer of Travel Tales has said, well, the founder actually, so he has a lot of rank in the game industry. He said this could have been done on PS3. This isn't. This technology isn't as impressive as they make it out to be. Like this is going to be done on this magical, super magical SSD that Sony claims to have. This could have been done on the PS3 system 2 generations ago, and it's like, wow. If they really wanted it to be, they could release this game on PS4, and they might do that if the sales aren't picking up. Don't be surprised if we see a ripped apart on PS4, a PS4 release. So. This is the actual article. So it says, Ratchet and Clank, a Rift apart could easily have been done on PS3, claims Traveler Tales founder. John Burton says Insomniac claims that only the PS5 could pull it off is misleading. Well, another word for misleading is a lie. Very deceitful with Sony. They did what they had. They did what they did. They said what they said to make this thing sell units in PS5s, which is very misleading. This thing could have been done on a last generation console, or a console from two generations ago. So, John Burton, who founded Traveler's Tale, now TT Games, those are the people who make the Lego games. Most specifically, they make the Lego games. In 1989, and directed dozens of Lego crossover games before his 2019 departure, made the claims in a video in his new Coding Secrets channel. Burton accessed Ratchet developer insider being somewhat misleading when it claims the portal traveling mechanic would not have been possible without the solid state drive of the PS5. Yeah, that magical SSD, the mark Sony claims so much about. These fanboys were like going so crazy about. People were like, they were really acting like this SSD could, like, I don't know, they act like this thing could cure cancer or something. Just an SSD drive, bro. The programmer goes on to claim that the Rift Apart gameplay was represented before launch was pretty misleading, and that what was shown was amazing sequences of Ratchet zipping between many other worlds, all chained together in awesome action sequences, ended up being mostly just cutscenes or very short sections of very limited gameplay. So he says he makes it clear that he isn't saying that the PS5 is not using SSD fast loading speeds to do everything properly, but that it's not true to claim these set pieces aren't possible to pull off on older hardware. Let's see. I'm trying to like skim through this. It's kind of long. And he believes that this will be pulled off on PS4, even PS3 hardware. He claims that the bonus power dimensions areas are the easiest to pull off because they are small stages with limited scenery in them. Now, because they use all kinds of solid state drive trigger to pull these off, Burton says that because it's just one rift and it always goes to the same area, this can easily be achieved on older hardware. Yeah, so it's like this is a long read, but you get the point of it. This stuff can be done on old hardware. You can read the rest of it. Like this is a long. He goes into detail about it too. That's the thing about it too. He goes into detail about his explanation, but he has a YouTube channel as well that he has. So I think I said it before, a YouTube channel, but it's all in this whole article right here. But yeah, Sony got caught lying again. How many times do these people get caught lying, bro? Like, jeez. Like, why is this not concerning anybody else? They keep lying to their fan base, saying that, hey, this game can only run on this SSD because this technology can only run on this magical SSD when that is a lie. Wow. Remember, guys, before you blindly defend them, they're not talking about the game. They're talking about Sony's deceptive marketing. I wish people read more. Exactly, he's explaining how it could run on hardware without an SSD in case Sony wants to port over the game on PS4 or PC. And why nobody did back then. Variations of this have been used before. I suggest you see the video of the dev. Like, he made a whole video breaking it down too. Like, it wasn't some random guy. This wasn't some random Joe Blow saying this is actually a developer. He broke it down and everything. So if you want to see more, look at his information. Look at the article for yourself. And while I never trust Sony, PlayStation, they always based on lies and failed advertisements. They have always done it and will continue doing it to make the console look the best and lies. That's why they didn't release the game on PS4 to get people to buy a PS5. Sony is not dumb. Funny thing is that this is a re-upload where he cut some parts of the original video. For example, he doesn't even talk about the part where you use the hammer and changed the whole map. But this entire video is like we could do this on the PS3 with 360 graphics or 15 frames per second. Last of the defenders are going to attack the poor dev, made the Lord save his soul. I wish Sony zealous he probably going to attack the developer for showing them the truth and for showing them the lies that Sony has been doing to them. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. These zealous might get brains probably can't handle all this information being leaked to them that that the company they worship has been lying to them. They probably will attack the developer. That's how sad they are. So. Continuing on, it's becoming clear that a lot of this PS5 stuff is just hype. This PS5 is just a nice console, no doubt. However, as soon as you saw that off-the-shelf Gen 4 NVMe SSD was equivalent to or even better than an internal, the gig was up. Again, no hate, is just the truth. The SSD isn't the magic, that's a standard component. It's the architecture around it which ensures data can be moved around the machine quicker than an equivalent PC. Going forward, bandwidth and utilizing SSD will be far more crucial than the GPU/CPU specs. I feel like this was somewhat obvious to anyone who hasn't been drinking the PS5 Kool-Aid. That's the thing, though. You don't expect these people to lie to you, though. When now your eyes are open, it's like you don't expect any of these big officials, these big names of Sony to lie to you blatantly and say, "Hey, this only the PS5 can run this, man. You need a PS5 just to have this next gen experience. This could be done 2 generations ago, man." Wow. Okay, so apparently some people say they was already skeptical because they weren't drinking the PS5 Kool-Aid, but I think most people probably believe Sony because you don't think these people are gonna lie to you, but it's obvious you need to be skeptical of what these people are saying, to be honest. The whole dimension traveling gimmick seems like the kind of thing that achieved by building different environments inside of one level and warping between them. Didn't Into the Nexus do something similar to Rift Apart? It just wasn't quite so immediate. Portal 1 and 2 equivalent reps, Xbox 360. Let's see. Mostly just cutscenes or very short sections of very limited gameplay. Ouch. It's hard being lonely at the top. This is so cap. What I've been saying, Exactamundo. Yeah, you can make a version of Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch at 50 FPS. So stupid. The point went right over your head. The point did go right over his head. It wasn't at the point that the specs won't be that great. What was the point that they said this is going to be done on PS5, though? That's the whole point. And yeah, like you said, it went right over his head. Prey on 360 has similar portals. Not the same portals on the game, but the player to a different location on the same map. Just like how Godfall wasn't possible on last... I forgot about Godfall. That's another example. They said Godfall couldn't run on last generation because of this magical SSD as well, but that was a lie. As soon as Godfall sales started selling horrible on the PS5 because it was exclusive, they quickly moved that thing over to PS4 without hesitation. So, yeah, they got a constant history of lies about this PS5 SSD. And this game is still better than all of Xbox exclusives. Wouldn't have been possible at this level of detail with such great ease, and this would have been a much better statement, I believe. Could be done on PS3, yeah, but would it have been smooth? Maybe not. Would it have been as graphically incredible? No. Yeah, because it's a whole other generation. Of course, it's not going to be as graphically as impressive or the frame rate being as great. It's like it's older technology, of course, but it still could have been possible is the whole point. So there's a lot of sacrificing that would have been done just to get the Rift feature to work. The PS5 does everything extremely well. More devs exposing Insomniac. I thought it was obvious that the Rifts were glorified loading screens. Overhyped imagination equals misled. Let's see. Sure, buddy, the console that can barely run GTA 5 can load a new world that fast. I'm calling cap. I sat through 2 generations of loading screens. I know I'll be waiting on the Rifts to load. Like, this is the thing I don't get. Like, how are random Sony fanboys disagreeing with an actual game developer who made games since 1989? Like, how are you disagreeing with this guy? He even made a whole video breaking the stuff down. So, This is funny how these guys can disagree with the actual developer while they have no history or no knowledge whatsoever on game design. So that's interesting. Just stop it. The same day that came seemed to put out the Lego Star Wars game, they've been delaying for 3 years. Yeah. Let's look at the quote tweets now. Switching between levels could have been done easily on old consoles. You just needed to be able to keep all the assets for 2 entire levels in memory. Is a spicy take. I actually can't believe all the Xbox fanboys jumping on this and none of them understand what they're talking about. It's actually ridiculous how people on Twitter become experts on technology they know nothing about. Really? I see the complete opposite. What Sony fanboys completely defending it who know nothing about this technology. While actual developers saying, hey, this could have been done a few generations ago. I'd rather believe the developer than these Sony fanboys, but okay, well, apparently she saw something else, but okay. Not in the way and scope Ratchet and Clank did it, LMAO. Yet it was done till 2 whole generations later. Stop your minions is not going to work on people with brains. Why are they blaming the Xbox now? Why is Xbox being blamed now? This is definitely quite a revelation. Xbox is being blamed now for a developer talking about a Sony exclusive. I don't know how that is. I don't know how that just happened. Is there a reason this article is being written 2 months after the release of the game? Smartphones can run all the Nintendo Switch games. I would stop here because that statement just makes perfect sense. Just another Sony lie. If you are a gamer, you know. I love the discourse and the comment of posts like this. Have these people showing the lack of software/hardware architecture and how it all works. I mean, yeah, if you didn't go to school for it, you wouldn't know that. It's like I don't blame people for not knowing, but it's the people who act so confident like they do know, and they have like zero experience in the field of making games. So, just like a Cyberpunk could be played on last gen, huh? I feel like this is probably not a good look to call out fellow devs out something so trivial and petty. Yeah, it probably could have been done on PS3, but imagine how slow the S would be. I rage so hard. Now I love Rift Apart, and if you pay attention, the game does load in fully detailed worlds in mere moments. The best example of this is the Speedo race in the arena. Okay. Interesting, a bold claim, gonna look into it. What a crock of S. LOL, go back to your Legos, Mr. Burden. Jeez, they are not liking that, Mr. Burden. They are not liking that. It's like you called them out, they are pissed off. Jeez. He said, "Go back to your Legos." Jeez. I don't doubt it, but it could. I don't doubt it could have been done on PS3, but I really doubt they could have done it easily, let alone make it look good or load as quickly. So what I'm getting from this is that these portals were like Mario Sunshine Boathouse. While SSD speed doesn't matter as much as people think, and Sony is misleading on that claim, but make the game on PS3, come on. Not sure I'm believing that at all. And even if it's true, it doesn't take away the fact that the game is fun. You wanna know why I believe this developer too? Because Sony was going so hard, said it's gonna be done on their SSD only on the PS5. And then shortly after, somebody showed that hey, this game can be played on a regular SSD as well. It doesn't have to be Sony's SSD speed to do it. And it was like hey, the game ran on a regular SSD. And then this person comes out and say, hey, this could be done a few generations ago. So I'm believing what they say more than I believe Sony. I think Sony is just full of crap. A lot of this stuff, to be honest. And it's just I think people are just now realizing because of the age of social media that people are talking about it more that you're realizing that these companies are just lying to you, to be honest, just to get you to buy a product. So people say this is not a new revelation. Companies been lying to them for years, but I don't know. When I see these E3 showcases or these showings that people talking about this, they had got like these big names at these companies talking about these games. I would kind of want to hope to believe you can believe these people, but it's just proven to be wrong though. You can't. You gotta take what they say with a grain of salt. Absolute false narrative right here. There are no cutscenes in Ratchet and Clank. Everything is in real time. The buffer size needs to be significantly larger in order to load the next set piece, which cannot be done in real time because the PS4 uses CPU to decompress data. Ghost of Tsushima did the same. Okay. I was saying this from the beginning about all these fans wanted to drink that Kool-Aid. Imagine getting mad at a recent game having fun gimmicks when you're the founder of Traveler Tales. I don't know if that's some shade or what. I think that might be some shade he's throwing there. Okay. Not Travel Tales pitching in their 2 cents. Yo, these Sony guys are pissed off. Yeah, like, you shouldn't be talking. You make Lego games, bro. Wow. Big talk from a company whose last good game was released in 1999. Jeez. This developer is catching heat for exposing Insomniac. The Ponies Patrol are quiet today? No, they are definitely not quiet. They are calling this developer out. They wish this guy didn't say anything at all at this point. The article pisses me off because it's simply not true. How do you know? How do you know it's not true? My apologies to those that I told were wrong when he said this game could have been put on older hardware. Y'all bored? Real talk, why is this silly ass news? I've been saying this for ages. Watch it come to the PS4 while I happily play it. I was told this was the future. Yeah, many of us was told that too. Many of us was told that. The comments, one day ponies might not embarrass themselves while defending Sony as if their lives with no lives depend on it. But it is not this day. Okay. Once again, how does this get reflected back on Xbox? This has nothing to do with Xbox whatsoever, but he says the amount of hate coming from the X community talking like they are all game designers and technical experts is why I could never get behind this community. Why does Xbox get brought up once again in these posts? This is ridiculous. The number of Sony gamers responding to this thread is going, nah, it's hilarious. John Burden ain't just some dev kids. Why everything must turn to some kind of console war is wild. The comments, what is this? Super copium. Yeah, so this thread is extremely long. So we were talking about this for a lot, so you can read all this on your own. So I'm gonna include it right here. Definitely see your thoughts about this information that was just revealed. Yeah, definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.